tell her to get off the stage. Just gave her a 5-minute wrap up. And as a brother and sister, as we do, she said, I'm going to get one more question. As we bring to the stage Miguel, one of the things about Miguel is his topic is networking mastery. When I met Miguel, I don't know about y'all, have you ever been on Facebook? Have you ever had a conversation and then you go on Facebook and Facebook, like whatever the conversation was, it be in your feed? Miguel. I met Miguel once, and then Miguel popped up in my feed. I'm like, who is this guy? And then I was in the room. And what does the scripture say? Your gift will make room for you and put you before men. That's Miguel. Miguel, coming to the stage.
I'm alive, I'm awake, and I feel great. I look good, I feel fine, I feel this way all the time. I look good, I'm a winner, I'm a leader, I'm a champion. Camargo boys, we're live. I can, I will, I must.
Come on, good job. authentically myself from day one. We're going to talk about networking mastery, authentic influence through connections. We live in a world, we're talking about AI this, AI that. The AI we're talking about is authentic influence. We're going to talk about you being the best version of you to attract and build a marketplace that is going to help you elevate your business, keeping kingdom principles in place. Is that fair? Okay. So listen, the flow playbook to building powerful relationships. Understand this. This is not a watch Miguel. This is a note-taking situation. Make sure you're taking notes here, okay? So what has happened over the last few years? Over the last 4 years ago, I rebranded myself coming out of COVID. Is I'm no longer going to be that financial services guy. The moment you meet me, oh, hey, you interested in making more money? Hey, you keep your options open for this? Are you looking for that? No. What happened is I got introduced to a gentleman named Coach Chris Patterson 4 years ago in the barbershop. I didn't know that 2 years later he would invite me to join his coaching program that would open up the doors for me to meet with Michael Chandler, which is a big MMA fan. He'll fight Conor McGregor next, Ed Milet, getting into the rooms with E.T., getting rebaptized over a couple months ago with Jeremy Anderson because of our amazing speaker, Nat Martin. And if you guys know anything, Neo is my guy. I'm telling you, if I told you the story of how I met Neo, I bought tickets, walked myself in there, I said, hey, where do the VIP people go? Thought you here for that? I'm like, yeah, of course we are. And then we walked past there, and me and Jada walked around, like, oh, I'm not fanboy, for real. And I literally asked him, and write this down, the question I asked him is, what can I do to help you? And he says, do you do this? Or he says, I don't know if you do this, but a security guard overheard me. He says, do you do this? I'm like, yeah. I didn't know what he said. But I said, yes, first. And guess what? I'm still friends with the security guard, and the security guard said, Jesse, remember this, we did a meeting. He says, if there's a room in a concert you want in, I got you. Offer making an introduction and acting as if I belong there. Does that make sense? So what are we talking about, guys? We're going to talk about this, if I get this work. We're going to talk about this, relationships here. See, networking mastery, authentic influence, this is one of my, like a brother to me asked me for also. But this is like a sister to me. You got Nat Martin over here. Some principles we're going to talk about is why networking beats talent every day. It's because some success comes to the ones that is the most connected, not the most qualified. You can have all the credentials in the world, but if people don't know you, can they buy from you? No. Networking equals relationships capital. I've always said this. You might not know if I'm financially successful, but I got resources for days. That ain't because of Miguel. Dr. Boyd, that's because God said, hey, Miguel, here's a gift. Go talk to everybody about it, right? Every conversation is a potential door opener. Visibility versus ability. I'm not the smartest guy in the world. You get to know me. I'm actually quite immature in a lot of areas. But guess what? I got a heart of gold. Yes. I'll give you everything I got. But the only reason that happened is because I allowed God to use me. This is not about me. But I want to share something with you. The Flow Foundation. These are ways you want to move your businesses. Relationships over transactions. If the first thing you do is pitch your business, Walter, well, they only know you for that. I don't pitch my financial services company until 3 or 4 conversations away. See, one thing you hear is lead with curiosity and consistency. People always say, what is Miguel up to? Who's Miguel with? I don't tell you what I'm doing. I just post it, I share it, I call you, and eventually like, Miguel, what is it you're doing? Can I be a part of it? Can I do this? But I strategized that 4 years ago. See, be authentic. People follow what? They follow what? Energy. Not titles. See, I'm a regional vice president for a financial firm. The best financial services company. But I don't wear a title on my sleeve. Because guess what? I pull my pants up the same way you do every day. I do it very confidently in my life, right? So maybe hope you do it with confidence. But I show up everywhere your influence can grow. If you know me, I'm at a networking event, a different social every week. And guess what I'm there to do, Caleb? I'm there to ask you, what do you do? How can I help you? Who's your clients? Who's your best referral source? Who are the best people to get you in relationships with that will help you elevate your business? I just gave you 5 questions you guys need to be knowing. If you guys don't have this, make sure you're ready. You see the replay. All right, let's talk about this. Core flow principles you need to do to build relationships. Robert invite everyone to your business. If we can't do a quick little exercise, raise your hand if I called you about this event. I know, Walter, I never called you about this event. Keep your hand up if I called you more than once. Twice, 3 times, 4 times. How many times did I text you? How many times did I email you? Crazy, right? That's follow-up right there, right? That's how you build a network. All right. Second one is give generosity through thoughtfulness, not expense. Did you know? Raise your hand if you've ever got a thank you card from me in the mail. There's a few people in here. If you don't, guess what? You'll probably end up getting one. Just make sure I get your address. Plant seeds daily. Stay consistent with your outreach. I reach out to people every day. And do I ask them, hey, are you ready to buy something from me? No. I call you and say, hey, how are you? What are you doing? How's your family? Is there anything that I can do to help? Can you guys say the word help? Help. Help me. Remember that from Kevin Hart? Help me. All right. Follow up, keep your word, build your reputation. Nothing's worse than someone who says, hey, I want to do it, and then the day of, hey man, something came up. We know life happens, but what does that do in the internalness of your thoughtfulness, of their follow-through? Like Katrina, you said you had integrity. I didn't feel like showing up this morning. I didn't feel like showing up the last 60 days either. But guess what? Last 60 days, I shut down my entire business. The entire 60 days. Jason can tell you because he overrides me. He didn't get a lot of overrides the last 60 days. Because I put my own personal finances on hold to make sure that God used me to feed you. Nothing to do with Miguel though. I don't need a round of applause for that. Show up physically and be remembered from your presence. Stay on top of mind. Keep adding value year round. As we're wrapping up this portion, guys, the flow foundation is up. Go back. Common networking mistakes people make. There's no clear purpose of your audience. We know strategically, if you go into business, you have a niche audience. You have an avatar of a client that you want or need. If you go to networking events, go there with the sole purpose of looking who you need. You don't need everybody. You need 1, 2, 3 good contacts that you can follow up with the week later and compound on those relationships. Asking for favors too early. I don't really get this too much, but nothing makes someone a little bit more leery of doing business with you is, hey, can you buy from me right away? Would you set an appointment with me right away? Because I want to come pitch you something. We've all been there, and there's nothing wrong. You just got to learn and grow out of it. And authentic influence, be yourself. Treat networking in the business transactional over rational relationships. See, I met Kate about 5 or 6 weeks ago in a program called Jack's Bridges. If you're located in Jacksonville, I recommend you get with the city and get on that Jack's Bridges group. Why? Because they teach you some incredible information, but you make good friends at the same process. See, flow focuses on authentic influence before selling. Make sure. Okay. All right, so you guys already saw Nate right here, right? Power moves that build connections. Research someone before you go reach out to them. LinkedIn, social media, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat. What are the other ones? TikTok, Instagram. What's your favorite one? What's the OF one? No, we're talking about OnlyFans. Not OnlyFans. Guys, come on. We're all about that. Come on, we have a field event. Be visible online. If people don't know you exist, can they find you? Are you posting? Are you talking about the event you're going to? Do you tag the people you take photos with at the event so eventually their people show up on your feed? Let credible relationships speak for you. The reason we got people into the room is not because I had to push you to buy a ticket. The tickets that were actually a lot of value for the price that everyone paid, right? But it was the relationships that we built over years. See, And then people are like, you got to network with this. What do you do? Oh, I do this. And I said, well, what is it you don't do? If you don't establish yourself as the expert of one field, stop being the Uber, Lyft, all these other gigs, and then you have a side hustle. This ain't the side hustle economy if you want to get wealthy. Ain't nothing wrong with having a job and building your business part-time. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I had to do it. But the one thing is, you lose credibility long-term with people who say, well, you do what? How do you do all these things and even specialize in anything? See, in the physician world, the people who make the most money is the specialist, not the general practitioner. Would you agree on that? Okay, give before you get. Makes sense. I keep on that. All right, guys, we're wrapping this up right here. So, the flow energy is the advantage of this. Key influence is access, presence, and energy. Not everyone deserves to have access to you. There's the law of association, and the law of disassociation. As you're building your network, you must detach yourself emotionally from the result and emotionally from the people that are around you. Some people are just not meant to go with you. You don't cut them off, you love them from afar. And how many times have you let someone go, they come back and say, I had to go through this journey to finally be ready to learn what you have to share. That's what God tells us every day. Alright, build social circles and expand opportunities, lead with confidence, host environments. I started hosting events 4 years ago, all with the purpose of with my business partner Jason Quavo, because we realized power is in proximity. Who are you within reaching points to help you? Now you see this young guy right here? You saw Jason right here, right? 21 years old. You see Jason? I was 21 years old. A lot skinnier. Still good looking, but a lot skinnier, right? You know what he taught me? Miguel, treat people like people. Jason is one of the reasons why I'm at where I'm at in my business. Because he saw more in me before I saw it in myself. Did not judge me for what I did not have, but helped me, guide me, and grow me through the ways there. Does that make sense? Emotion, again, kind of this. And then guess what? 2 years ago, we said we're going to do an event. Perfect. We got with dates. I got with Chauncey, and I got with Diane, a triple. I said, let's go do an event together. We had an event space that we worked with our business partners at the time. And we just said, we're going to try one foot in front of the other. One foot in front of the other. A lot of hiccups, a lot of moves that didn't work. But we learned along the way. And then what happens is, you build the relationships like this. If you see people in this room that are not in this room, you'll see that Sharonda, Maria is a spiritual person that changed my life. Robert, his wife Dawn, Sonia, Jermaine and Len. All the way to the people from Gisette, Carliana, Jody and Tori, our friend Marquise. You got Boomy over here, you got Tasha. And then you got the best carpet cleaner business person in the room. Where's David at? There you go, David over in the room, right? And guess what happens? Then you got people like Sarah, you got Namaya, you got Jackie over here. Then you got Jasmine. And then you have all of our awesome teammates from Marcus, Jesse and Alvaro to Chance. And you build these consistent relationships. Hold on. I'll give you something. Okay. Before I jump into this, I just want to give proper recognition to the people that poured into me over the years. If Robert, Jason, and Nate can stand up. Robert, Jason, and then Nathan. These three gentlemen. Robert and I connected when I was 16 years old, when I was dating his cousin. Her loss, right? Jason and I met Robert when I was 16, but prospected someone. He says, you need to meet so-and-so. I called up Robert, hey, do you mind if we just become networking buddies? Did not pitch my business for years. Jason, obviously, we worked together. Nate, I tried to prospect him inside of Barnes & Noble years ago. And you see quickly, he turns around. You see how he doesn't dominate the room in that situation right there? He dominated the situation with me, and those individuals, if it wasn't for them at certain points in my life when I was at a low, I know where I'd be. Let's give those guys a round of applause. And then you know what happened is we found Jade. Jade bought me a shot at Ginger's one night. And I said, whoa, 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 whoa. Get to know me first. Whatever. Get to know me, right? No, seriously. Made amazing relationships, guys. And then we have 3 amazing kids later. We have Gabriel, her son Raphael. We have 3 kids, Gabriel, Joel. And then somehow this amazing little white baby came out of us. Named Gabriel came right out of Toner. 800 credit score right when that baby was born, right? I share that with you guys is this. And as you're being authentic, be visible, be valuable, be memorable. If you guys are not following me on Instagram, if you can, please pull out your phone. Go to I am Miguel Camargo. I want to get connected with you. If you have a business that I don't know you yet, connect with me so I can help put you in the right rooms and we can go from there. You guys with me, Eric? And go ahead and let that song play, bro. We outside.